Well, the Sims team gaslighted us into thinking that we were going to get a brand new experience when it comes down to the Sims 4 team, but since the Love Struck EP dropped, it seems like everything's doing the total opposite. Andrew Wilson is being called out as he is the CEO of EA, and a lot of people are facing troubles regarding just the game in general. If you guys are new here, my name's The Sim Yen, and my name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I do a lot of Sim news information videos, and I recently just had a baby. So if you hear him cooing in the background, my apologies. We are going to get into today's video, and we're going to get into it straight away because there's a lot to cover and a lot I want to talk about. Now, we do know with the latest EP that recently dropped, Love Struck, it came with a lot of issues. I recently have talked about this in my previous videos, so if you're wondering in more detail what is exactly going on, you can go back and watch those before this one. Now, with that all being said, again, there has been countless issues, and people are wondering, why did the Sims team put out a statement saying that they were going to invest in a team to tackle core game experiences, including tackling and reporting concerns, when honestly it hasn't been going so well, has it? They did say that they were going to increase the number of fixes with each patch. And although we did get, a number of fixes over the course of the past month or two, I do feel like with every fix comes something else that is broken, and that should not be the case. If you go ahead and take a look at the Sims Direct, who hasn't been that direct, and they've only been posting things when their backs are against the wall and people are consistently telling them, hey, this is broken in the game, only then do they go out and make a statement. Well, a lot of people had a lot to say about the Sims Direct ever since the Love Struck EP dropped, and as you guys can see, the dates are following where there has been constant updates after updates, where they're doing family fixes, fixed flashes, fixing for consoles. It's just one thing after another, and people are starting to wonder if that base game update that we recently got right before Love Struck EP was even worth it, because that was the tackle of the mountain where everything started going downhill from there. Well, let's get into today's video, and we're going to be talking about the Sims Direct actually posting saying they're working on an update that targets several reports following the release of The Sims 4 Love Struck, including error codes, incidents, missing interactions, and distorted glasses frames. We appreciate your patience as we aim to get these fixes in-game within the next week. What is going on? A lot of Simmers have taken to Twitter to announce their frustrations because, again, they have been facing multiple different issues, and not even just the ones that they have mentioned, but there's other ones as well, such as the ceilings. A lot of people are wondering, when are we going to get these ceilings fixed after they introduced curved pools? Because, again, we are still facing that issue. A lot of other Simmers have been taking to Twitter to just address their concerns with just not only the game, but with the state of who they are as a company and what is exactly going on. We're going to read a couple of those. There are other Simmers mentioning that they are having trouble with no option to pay bills, so therefore their Sims are stuck and left stranded. People are also saying please fix the occult and not being able to read tomes, and there's other Simmers as well going in on Sims Direct saying, it's not really good enough, is it? This isn't a one-off thing. Every update you release is a bug to high heaven. How much testing actually happens before you vomit out an update that requires so far 3 emergency patches to fix what said update broke? Do better. And we have another Simmer that said, okay, but can you fix the lack of gallery sims showing up on Cupid's Corner? Because that was the biggest selling point, and I've only been able to really see it once. This is just so unfortunate because, again, they did put out a statement saying that they were going to work on basically getting the Sims team together and making sure the Sims, the Simmers have just a core game experience, and it seems like we've been getting the total opposite ever since. It's getting to the point where a lot of Simmers are questioning whether or not this lawsuit is going to follow through, which is my very next topic that I do want to talk about, and if EA is actually going to be facing a class action lawsuit. Now, we do know that it will take a lot for Simmers to actually go through with this process because, again, there needs to be a whole thing behind this. There needs to be a team, attorneys, all that jazz. But Andrew Wilson, and I will say also Lindsay Pearson, needs to speak up. They both need to speak up because the way this is headed, it's going south really fast. And again, a lot of Simmers are going to be pissed off. Now, with Lindsay Pearson staying quiet on the situation, a lot of people are turning their heads over to Rachel Franklin, who recently joined Maxis not too long ago when Samantha Ryan stepped down, and now she is executive over at EA. A lot of people felt like she is the reason behind a lot of these tactics that the Sims team has been doing lately with their new rebrand. Now, we do know that back in June, this is when everything happened, and when the Sims announced that they were going to start doing a brand new rebrand because they were very excited that over 70 million players worldwide are now playing this game. Again, this is just around the time that the Sims 4 went free, and they were saying that simmers have eagerly asked for more products, content, experiences, and they are trying to deliver as much as they can with that. Well, there was a specific part in the article in which I do feel like is a connection to what is going on now, and that is when they said that they were going to start focusing on the Sims franchise and what to expect in the future. They did say that they were going to start doing apparel, lifestyle categories, accessories, collaborations, collectibles, game publishing, and more things to offer on and offline. Now, with them in their link tree, you can see a numerous amount of things that they are promoting here. We have the Discord, we have the merch shop, we have them promoting other packs, we have them promoting Sims Free Play, the Sims Mobile, and there's constant things being pushed out where everywhere you look, there is something that the Sims can make money from, EA can make money, and they can profit off of us. This is where I feel like this is all connected, because I do feel like they're focused on the wrong thing instead of the core game experience. There is no collaborations with a broken game. There is no merch with people not with. Why would people want to represent a broken game? Make that make sense. I feel like the Sims team started focusing on something way differently, and which is why we are now seeing the results and impacts of what is going on in game. Let me know down below in the comments your opinions on that, because I genuinely do feel like there is a way they could have went about this, but instead of like telling us, hey, we're going to invest in people fixing patches, but oh, every patch update there's going to be something broken again, so we're going to fix something and then it's going to be a domino effect of something else being broken, and then we're going to fix that in the next patch, and then something else is going to be broken, and then continuously so on and so on and so on. But don't worry, you can still rep your Sims t-shirt, and don't worry, you can still go on our Discord and let's talk. But don't worry, you see what I mean? Is I feel like it's a consistent pattern that we are just not paying attention to, and I feel like there needs to be something that is done with this, because again, there has just been, it's just been too overwhelming of issues that have kept going. And to me, there is multiple other things that we're going to get into, and I do feel like the sim gurus, they need to start speaking up. They have not said anything, and I don't think they really are, because they are in a world of, I don't want to say trouble, but a lot of people are looking to them for the answers, and the reason they're looking to them is because they speak up. When they speak up on things is when who else are we supposed to go to? Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a domino effect. And then I do also feel like with the Sims coming out with stating that they are now doing a movie, and it's like the game is broken. What is going on? Like the priorities are insane. We do know that the company they're collabing with made 1.4 billion in the box office, and that struck EA like, let's do this. We do know with this new, login event that they have going on, that's an issue as well. I want to talk about Sim Guru Nick. He's a quality designer over in the Sims 4 live operations team, and where you talking about bugs and everything. The backlash got so bad back then in 2019 that he just don't even respond anymore. He don't talk about the issues. He is off. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he left and didn't say anything, and we just don't know. Because again, there has been so many issues that the Sims team has been facing that I am not surprised that a lot of the sim gurus are just up and leaving. They do not want to be held reliable for what is going on, because again, since they're the ones only talking a lot, and then we feel like we don't get that much transparency with the Sims Direct, a lot of people are like, well, sim gurus, speak up. And they're like, it's not really our problem. So the Sims, which it is, because at the end of the day, their title of what they do is literally in the bio. So technically, but that's a conversation for another day. But I do feel like Andrew Wilson people are mad. People are big mad at him, and I feel like he needs to speak up. Again, he is the CEO of EA, and you can step aside for 2 seconds and make a statement saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's going to... You are the CEO. You need to act like a CEO. I know you keep sending your little minions to do your dirty work, but people want to hear from the top guy, the boss, the one who's making the decisions behind the scenes. This is the guy we need to be talking to. He needs to come out with a statement, or Maxis needs to come out with a statement. There needs to be people bigger than the Sims Direct. There needs to be people bigger than Lindsay Pearson, because again, if she's not going to say anything, we need someone bigger than, because we need to know what is going on and why it's like, this is just annoying. This is why the Sim Guru stopped responding to us, because they're in a damn if they do, damn they don't situation. I do feel like a lot of the times they are responsible for what is going on. A lot of people say they're not, but I'm gonna hold them accountable. They are responsible to a certain percentage of what is going on in the game. I do feel like a lot of the reason the sim gurus are leaving is because they're having a lot of creative differences with the franchise, and this can include a number of different things like the game development, the feature priorities, which they have been talking about, and just the overall like leading to dissatisfaction of what is going on within the game. And they're like, you know what, we don't want to be any part of this. We're gonna be out. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about that. Do you guys think the sim gurus are just not talking because again they're just fed up, or do y'all think they're responsible too? I personally think to a certain percentage they are responsible for what is going on in game, but that is a personal opinion. With that all being said, y'all let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about everything. And again, I will see you guys all in the next video, and we are officially on the road to 30K, guys. We are so close. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because it truly does help out my channel. And whether you're a silent viewer, you like my videos, you share my videos, or you comment on my videos, as usual, you still show me some love, and for that I thank you. I'll see y'all all in the next video. Bye.